Lee, a disaster first half, but a brilliant second half, but it's still a loss. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we've said before, the results don't really matter, but it's the manner in the result. I thought first half we were absolutely shambolic. I told them straight at half time, for the first time I felt this season, that they've needed what I told them. And it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough around the pitch. Listen, it's always tough when you're bringing a trialist into an awkward position at centre half. Tommy wasn't quite right. He was really stiff from Tuesday. Joe Howe looked leggy from Tuesday. So Tuesday took a big toll, but at the end of the day, you still have to have a little bit more about you than what we did first half. We were off the pace. We were all over the place. We had no desire. It's very difficult when you bring three young'uns in like we did. It was hard for them. I felt for them a little bit because we didn't really protect them first half, and it was just a really poor first half performance, and not good enough, not my levels, not the team's levels. And I told them at half time, and then listen, second half I thought we were absolutely fantastic. Really good comeback. I felt that we had, I mean, DJ's hit the post, he's had one that's gone wide. Keeper's made a worldie off him in the last minute. We looked a better side, we played higher up the pitch, we engaged more, we won tackles that we weren't winning first half, we used the ball better, we won free kicks in promising areas. Simeon was breaking from full back on the halfway line in the first half, we couldn't get him out of our box. So it was just a game of two halves. Listen, this is what pre-season's all about, it's giving me plenty to think about. Still a couple of injuries away, which isn't helping at the moment, and we're having to play players a little bit longer than we want, but we've got a free week now to prepare for St Albans, and hopefully we can put a few things right, because there's a few things we need to work on at the moment we're not quite understanding, but that's for us to go and work on now.
There was a big performance in between the first and the second half. What exactly was wrong with the players? Was it just a lack of fitness? Or
no,
was it just...
listen, I think pre-season's always a false sense of security. You know, the first 4 or 5 games we completely dominated possession. I felt it on Tuesday that we played in the wrong areas, and again today you see we put the first ball, their first goals come from us not putting the ball in the channel properly, their defender clearing it, ball over the top, lad scores. So it just wasn't quite right, and I felt that we played in the wrong areas. They turned us, they played really well, we wasn't patient enough. I felt we were just very disjointed all over the park. I think when you play teams like that, you've got to go, right, we're going to set up really hard to beat, try and break us down and hit them on the counter-attack, which we've done second half, and I thought we've done it excellently well. Yeah, but I give them a rollicking at half-time, because we're 3 weeks away from Salisbury away, and some of these players are telling me they want to be in the starting lineup. Well, show me. You know, on their first half performance, you're looking at some of them not being anywhere near it. So second half, listen, so much better. I thought we were very good second half. Played really well, and yeah, I was very happy with the second half. First half we have to improve quickly, because again that wasn't quite at my level.
There was 2 goals for Jatin Clark again. How well is he developing in the squad?
Yeah, listen, I told him at first half, I thought he was poor first half. He didn't get near the ball, he was not making any runs. I feel for the kid up front, DJ, because I thought second half was his best performance for the club today. I thought it was an absolute handful, and you're not going to play against many better centre halves than what Kings Langley got here today. They're a very good side, and I thought he tore them a new one at times second half. I thought he really worked them hard. They knew that they were in the game second half, but what he had runners running off him, he had people near him to pass the ball to. In the first half, he's on his own. You know, we couldn't get in touch with him. Every time it went up to him, there was no one running off him, so it was very difficult for the lad to play, and I felt for him actually. And then Jaden, as I say, come alive second half, and if we get in the ball, listen, I think we've got a very good player on our hands. Let's put it right, but you know, he's learning the game as well. He's only a young kid, so this is a new level. It's a new level for him, it's a new level for Sammy, it's a new level for DJ. We've got to be patient. You know, they've seen what it's about today, and the pleasing thing is they come back from half time, they showed that they can play this level, which is a really pleasing thing for me.
Obviously the day after our game against Wingate, we confirmed that our final for the London Senior Cup is Brentford B. What are your thoughts to that?
Yeah, listen, it'll be totally different again, because they're a football league side. There'll be a passing side. You know, for me, if it's 3 days before the first game of the season, you know, it's wrong for me, totally wrong. I don't think it's been taken into account, and both clubs should be able to agree a date. And you know, we've got the next couple of weeks free that we can play that game. So 3 days before the first game of the season doesn't quite sit right with me. And if we're not careful, we've got to be very careful with our selection that night, because not only have you got Salisbury, you've then got the FA Cup, you've then got Truro, you've then got Walton, you know, so it's coming thick and fast. So we've got to protect these players. We've got a few niggles. Hopefully Solomon's isn't too bad. It's more of a reaction from Tuesday than anything bad. but we've got to look after the squad. At the moment we're a little bit walking wounded, but when we get Sam Corcoran back, Liam Brooks back, we've got a good squad, and you know, I think we've just got to tighten up in certain areas, work out. We can't play from minute one, we've got to earn the right to play football, and that might not come to the 80th minute. We've got to go and stranglehold teams a little bit better than what we're doing at the moment, like we did in the second half.
Well, obviously it's a free week, but on the Saturday we've got a big one for you, St Albans. Allinson versus Allinson, Hummel versus Hummel. What are your thoughts to that?
Yeah, no, listen, he's got a good side. He's got a very good side. We play like that, we'll be 5 down by half time. So and that's as simple as that. You know, it wasn't good enough first half, but we won't play like that, and that's what frustrated me today. You know, too many of us did we want to play? Did we still got the hang up of Tuesday? You know, every game, play it like it's your last at the end of the day. So, you know, a really tough game, but a really good game where our defence is going to have to be on their mettle, because if they're not, we'll be in for a really, really tough afternoon. So we've got to be right on it on Saturday. Good to have a free week now. We haven't worked on anything, by the way. We've not worked on any shape, we've not worked on any set pieces, we've worked on nothing. This has all been purely fitness based. Now we need to start ramping it up. We've got a few games to go. Just ramp it up now and get ready for that Salisbury game.